Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Decided to run a rookie MX-5 race again for this week. Just don't feel like I'm quite good enough to move out of the class, so decided to jump in here at Okayama International. We are on the short course, and this should be a lot of fun, a lot of crazy, and should be pretty intense racing for the most part. It's a pretty quick track, a lot of fun, a lot of spots to easily lose time, a lot of spots to try to gain time on people, and a few spots to try to outbrake somebody. So just gonna have to see what happens. Going out here for qualifying and just warming the tires up. First lap's probably going to be slower than the second. Typically I get my fastest around like the third or fourth lap, so as I get to warm the tires up, then I can start attacking, or like that section I can usually take wide open as the tires are warm, but on cold tires just can't quite take it that far. So, or I'm just not good enough driver to be able to do it right off the bat. So if I can get anywhere near the 1 minute point 2, I will be really happy with that. Trying to learn how to attack the corners a little bit wider than I had the last time I was here, so that's going to be the key for me to be able to turn fast laps, is using all the track, keeping the momentum up, and but not overdriving corners. Getting through this section here, not the best line, probably wanted to take a little bit of a wider exit. And that's a section I have to wait a little longer to pick up the throttle, just let the car rotate before I actually go full throttle, and then just commit to full throttle at that point. So first lap's just going to be okay, not really great. Car number 9 out of 12, so not expected to do well. And again, it's road racing, I don't ever have very high expectations, so certainly going to try to improve this lap. P6. You can see 6th right now, and I'm sure that's probably last of people that have turn times. So, got plenty of spots I can clean up easily in this lap. Overdrive that corner. Get on the throttle a little too early. Does not set up a very good sequence here. Had to lift a little bit. That kills momentum, but certainly going to try to drive better through this backhand section of the course and be able to make up some time from my previous lap that way. Can see that way waiting and picking up the throttles a lot better through that section compared to my first time lap. This lap should be better, won't be fast enough for where I wanted to be, but will definitely be a better lap overall. So see where it sorts out. I got close to the 204. I'm happy with that. Moves me up to second, so I think the pole sitter was at a 1.0 flat, I want to say. Yeah, 1.0 flat. So I'm just about 2/10 off of the pole sitter, and that's car number 1. So pretty happy with that. We got the 12 right behind, so that could potentially be like me, where it's somebody that had a good qualifying speed, but is not, you know, technically the most consistent or safe driver. So just have to see how that goes. 15 laps, it's going to be pretty quick, but it's definitely going to be intense. I think this first couple corners could make or break the race if I can get through it cleanly versus having any issues through it. So I find it crazy enough that the track's 1.3 miles. It doesn't feel that long to me. So, but yeah, we'll get girded up and try to see what we can do out of it. Should be a fun race. Gonna get session best lap up. If I can get anywhere near the 1 minute flat or 59s, I'll be really happy with that for a fast lap time. Obviously, if you can get somebody's draft, especially down the straightaway, even though the layout itself isn't very long and the lap times are really quick, the straightaway's still long enough that the draft definitely matters. And there's a couple other straights that the draft can aid you, but typically you expect to see race laps go up from qualifying because of that draft. So just going to try to get the best start I can and get away cleanly. I don't think I'll have anything for the 1 at all. And he's going to have the advantage having that outside line. or the left-hand side line on the start and getting into turn 1. So for me, it's going to be all about just trying to get away, trying to sort in, whether that be in second going into the first corner, whether that be in third, wherever it's going to be.
V2.
Just going to try to do the best that I can. Get ready for the start.
Floor it.
Not the best start. Got a little bit of a lag there, but certainly not terrible as well. Seems like he got a little bit of a better start. Got him on the outside. Just going to fall in line behind the 1, see if I can sort in front of the 12. Looks like we are able to get away cleanly that way. And now it's time to not overdrive corners. That's going to be my best shot at trying to get to the 12, is just not overdriving, and I need to remember to not go full throttle through the last, or the second to last corner. I'll be able to take that full throttle in the second lap, but probably will not be able to do that on the first lap with cold tires, so just need to make sure I don't overdrive it and get any incidents and or have issues. You can see I was fine with getting into the third, just kind of breathe the throttle there. 12's looking very aggressive. 1 and I kind of looked like we were keeping just a easy pace to get through the first lap, get the tires warmed up. And now that we are away, it's going to be time to start thinking about putting pressure on the 1, just driving as safe as I can. And see what I can do. Looks like the 2's trying to look like a move on the inside of the 12. 1's got issues. He puts it way wide through that corner, through turn 3. Allows us to pull away a little bit, allows me to stay right on his tail. Get a little bit too much of the curb there. I help add a little bit of wheel spin. Got to remember to be a little bit better on the throttle there. I can probably attack it a little bit harder and then roll the corner, but with the 12 in front of me, it's a bit tougher. I pushed a little bit too wide in that corner. Had to lift to keep it off. 2 might be the fastest car right now, but and he's just a little bit back. He's still probably close enough to take advantage of the draft. We're about equal spacing between the 1, I, and the 2, so
The leader's just done a 1:00.7 seconds. The guy behind has just
I'm just happy to be
0:00.
still hanging in this spot and be close enough to have contention for a win if the 1 makes any mistakes. Need to remember not to really touch the throttle through that corner and set up a better entry. You can see I just absolutely got killed out of there, so that's the downfalls of if you pick up the throttle too early and have to lift coming out of the corner. You can lose so much time. 2 was able to get by the 12, so would not be surprised to see the 2 closing in on me relatively soon. Did not upshift quite quick enough there. It's important to get a good run out of the last corner, out of turn 7. Sets up obviously the longest straightaway, so you want to have the best run possible. And that's going to be a lot of momentum for your...
1:00.1. That last lap was at 1:00.4 seconds.
Leader's definitely turning faster laps, but I could potentially get there. Trying to set up a better exit that time. You can see the difference compared to the last lap I was able to pick up there. I just, like I said, don't think I have the pace for him to get there. He was 2/10 faster in qualifying, and I don't really know how I was going to find 2/10 on the clock that easily, but certainly give it my best effort. I feel like no matter what, I am better than the 12, so probably shouldn't be any worse than a 3rd place finish as the 2 is able to get to me, but gonna keep digging. Looks like we're pulling away a little bit from the 2, so could be a 2nd place finish as well, which far exceeds my expectations and far exceeds what iRacing expects me to do, so
New fastest lap for
just
Russell.
all about
You've just done a 1:00.
having a clean run. You can see I messed up turn 1 there. Didn't brake quite at the right time, pushed it a little bit wide through the corner. Picked up the throttle too early there. That really screws up. This also should have been in 1st gear. That's also a dumb mistake that I made. That kills all the momentum, so that allows the 1 to pull away big time. Also allows the 2 to close up far more than I ever needed to let him close up. So, time to start going to work and stabilize that gap. Get on the throttle a little too early, push a little too wide out of the corner, but able to save it.
Sector 2 is 0.
Just gotta stop making stupid mistakes like that and reset. I'm definitely faster than the 2, I think. Don't think I have enough to get to the 1, even though we've got 10 to go. And just need to drive a little bit smarter, and I should be able to have a good chance of hanging on to 2nd. Trying to make sure to not overshoot that corner. Time to bring it down to 1st gear. Picked up the throttle a little too early. You can see the difference between attacking that section in 1st gear versus 2nd gear. Oh, got the off track, got loose. Gotta keep it on the left side, let them by cleanly. Just thought I could drive cleanly, attacked a little too hard and lost it, so gonna be time to start trying to attack the 12, set up a pass when I can. Back to 4th, just stupid unforced error on my part. Thought I had a good shot to run a clean race and not have any incident points, and I do something like that, so that's why I spent another week in rookies. Still making dumb mistakes like that. It's definitely going to be tough to get back to him now. Obviously no shot at the win unless the 1 somehow has a big issue, but I feel like I've got the pace to be able to get by these guys. I just have to try to plan stuff at the right spots, not overshoot corners. Didn't quite get the right entry there into the 2nd corner through the sequence, so that really killed my run off. They got a better run there. Trying to attack this section a little bit sooner, take a little bit of a different line, see if I can pick up any time that way. Not really feeling any pressure from the 7. I'm going to try to put as much pressure as I can on the 12, and it's going to be all about waiting for a mistake as well as trying to see if I can outbrake in a section or 2. Fortunately, they just seem to be executing a little bit better than me. I keep making dumb mistakes, so they're pulling away, so might be relegated to a 4th place finish.
That lap time was
all because I made a really stupid mistake. That was completely avoidable. Super frustrating, but that's how you learn, and that's how I have to keep learning. I get on the throttle too early on the curb, get the car really loose, lost all the momentum there. Gonna try some alternative lines from what I was doing just a little bit ago to see if I can pick up any time on these guys. Almost pushed the car a little too wide, just probably overdriving it. They're starting to pull away. Gaps are opening up, 7's really starting to put the pressure on me. I think it's also a combination of me just losing it. You can see how much slower this lap is. It's about 3 tenths almost. Yeah, here's the 7 looking to pass me, so
okay, Jake, that's
looking at 5th place now, which is still not bad, but not anywhere near where it should have been given how I qualified and how I was running prior to that. 7 goes to look to the inside. I don't know, that might have been a bit aggressive in my opinion. I didn't really present that much of an opening, but able to get a better exit that time, able to pull away from the 7. Time to start picking up the throttle at the right time. Gotta remember to wait here. Much, much better that time. To turn in early enough to clip the curb, but not too early.
Sector 2 time is good.
I feel like I might be braking a little too late there, braking the right amount, but a little too late allows me to allows them to apex a little bit sooner and kind of straighten up the corner.
Sector 1 is
certainly a much better lap than the previous one, so improved that way. Pick up the throttle a little too early there. Had to do a bit of a lift that kills my momentum off of the corner. Picking up time on the 2 and the 12, but still not enough. Just mainly concerned with trying to pull away from the 7. Trying to get through that section a little bit better. 7 and 8 could potentially have a good battle as well. And 1's loving all this right now. He's just able to check out from everybody. Certainly trying to do my best to close up on these guys. We're going to have 5 to go this time by, so last third of the race. Wouldn't be shocked to see the 12 have some sort of full send banzai move towards the end, which, if I can stay close enough but avoid it, could allow me the possibility to pick up 1 spot if he does something crazy, either him wrecking or the 2 wrecking.
Stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake. P4. Your lap time was
Probably could have picked up the throttle just a little bit sooner there, but didn't want to overshoot the corner and have to lift. I'd rather wait just a bit. Got way too much of the curb with full throttle there. Gets me all upset. That's going to bring the 7 back to me. Allows them to pull away. Kills all the time that I had made up the previous couple of laps. Again, it's just an example of me driving too hard. The curves are fine to get on, but if you try to pick up the throttle too early on them, it's really easy to lose the car. I pick up the throttle way too early there. Lost it. 7 has an issue off of the corner that allows the 8 to get on by. That also allows me to have a bit of a gap. So, no real pressure from behind now. It's all about trying to self-right myself and avoid any mistakes. You can see the 2 and the 12 are kind of all over the place with the draft down the front stretch. 12's definitely trying to put the pressure on. It's time to just keep an eye out for whatever could happen between them. Would not be surprised to see some sort of dive bomb or really tough pass towards the end of the run. Don't think the 12 is going to do it quite yet. I think it'll come a little bit later.
Turn 2, the gap in front is now 0.9.
7 continues to have problems. He falls further back. I'm definitely able to close up on him. Of course, them battling the way they are helps me, but I'm still overdriving plenty of corners, so just not quite able to get there. That was a corner right there I just overdrove really badly. This is where my limited road experience and knowledge comes into play. I start overdriving things, not understanding how to attack proper pace. I can be very inconsistent, so still trying to learn. You see the 12 was able to get by the 2 going into turn 1. 2's going to try to repay the favor, get on the inside going into turn 3. Going to have the not preferred line through 4 and 5. I drove a little too aggressively. 8's decided to insert himself into this battle as he's got the pace to get back to us. So we've got a 4-car pack for 2nd through 5th. And I could easily end up in any of these spots as the finish. So this has turned out to be quite an exciting race. A little bit more exciting than I wanted it to be from the standpoint of I should have just been running away with 2nd. But it's definitely giving you guys something entertaining to watch. So gonna follow. We're gonna see which way the 12 and the 2 are gonna go. About equal gap to the 2 and the 8 behind. We've got 2 to go this time by.
2 to go. Sector 1 is 0.43 off the pace.
Did not slow down at the right point for that corner. Lost a lot of time off the corner. This is the section where I keep gaining time on them if I can get on the throttle, on the curb correctly. Tires are wearing out a little bit, so I just need to just blip the throttle a little bit coming out of the corner to make sure I don't overshoot it. Trying to do what I can to gain time on them. I did not take that corner wide enough into it for a better exit. But just trying to keep pace with them. Continue to lose time through that section. Trying to get as good of a run off of the corner as I can. We're coming to the white flag. 8 looks like he's falling back a little bit, so it looks like it's just a 3-car battle right now for 2nd through 4th. I'm really still just kind of lying in wait to see if anything crazy happens.
We need to pass it. Sector 3 time is quick.
Got a good run there off the corner to close up on the 2. Unfortunately, that's not a smart section right there to try to pass somebody, even though I could have possibly gotten to the right-hand side of the two. That's just not a really good spot to pass. Looking like unless there's some sort of crazy move by the two on the 12, it's gonna be a 4th place finish. Fusel done a little bit more than I thought he would. I got into him, got him loose, just lifted to give him the position. I don't want to pass him that way. Looking like it's going to be a 4th place finish. Don't think I'm going to be able to get the run down to the start-finish line. Nope, it's going to be 4th place. So, not bad by any means, but certainly should have been much better than that. So, probably should have had a second, just didn't, you know, just didn't drive well enough. I just flat out made the mistake on lap 6 here. I mean, we go back and watch it. It's pretty simple to see. Going into the corner, not a terrible use. Probably should have gotten a little bit more of the curb. Excuse me. A little more of the curbing. Could have easily gotten onto the throttle a little bit sooner. Pushed it all the way out to the left-hand side curbing. Picked him up momentum. Overshot the one corner, not terrible. And then right here where I got off the track and had to say that that's where I lost all my momentum. So did not have any reason to pull back in front of the 2 and 12 to try to defend the position. That would have been the rookie move, and those are the moves I'm happy that I'm learning consistently how to avoid. You know, I feel like at the beginning of the season I would have been too aggressive and tried to pull back in front of them, and just caused even more problems. So just got to take the mistake and try to regroup from it and rebound. So fortunately there was not a ton of passing opportunities. We were all pretty close in speed, so yeah, made it a bit tough to get back, but overall, you know, 4th place for where I'm expected to finish was not bad at all. You know, and had somewhat decent pace for, you know, probably a lower strength of field. So let's jump out, take a look at the results. Still can't quite get that 0x, but I will get there. That was a much better race than what I typically run from that perspective. Obviously not good overall. Was 4th split out of 23, so climbing my way up. You know, maybe probably could move out permanently from these with this one, but, you know, may consider another week depending on how my races line up and what other road races or road series are running next week. But 15-14 strength fields, not too bad. Obviously better than what I was rated coming into this. So about 3/10 off, fast lap. So was actually the slowest between the 12 and the 2, and actually was technically slower than the 8. In the 6th, the 11, wow, I was not very quick overall. So then I feel pretty fortunate to have finished 4th based on that potential. So qualifying up had a bit of a help in that. I would say probably the start had a bit of a help in aiding me finishing a little further than I want. It was a pretty clean start, at least in the front half. So we were able to get away pretty well. And, you know, it gives me a lot to work on. Definitely did not drive to what I feel like was my full potential, but certainly drove a lot better than I typically have. So able to gain 41 iRating over 1500 to 1535 now. Slow climb for where I want to get, but slowly getting there. It's tough when I only run 1 or 2 of these a week to be able to make a ton of gains like I can on the oval side if I run well. Able to get 0.10 on the safety, so 2.49, just getting some incidents clear from ARCA race and a couple other attempts and stuff that I wasn't very good at. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to leave any feedback if you have driving tips for this track or you know, driving tips for the MX-5 in general. May look at doing maybe the advanced MX-5 series next week, or run, you know, something like that. I enjoy the car. Just you know, it might be good for me to get into a higher license road race just to get some more track time and you know, more laps overall. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Looking forward to the next one. Stay tuned for that. And until the next one, hopefully all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.